In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on November 12, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. St. Peter's vs. Seton Hall. The St. Peter's Peacocks and Seton Hall Pirates meet Saturday in college basketball action at the Prudential Center. The St. Peter's Peacocks look for a 2-0 start. The Seton Hall Pirates look to remain undefeated. The Peacocks are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 road games and 21-5-1 against the spread in their last 27 games overall. The Pirates are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 SATA games and 7-19 against the spread in their last 26 home games. The over is 7-3 in Peacock's last 10 road games. The under is 37-17 in Pirates' last 54 overall. The favorite is 3-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. The home team is 3-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. The Peacocks are coming off an historic season where they won their conference tournament championship and made an improbable run to the Elite Eight. St. Peter's will look to keep their momentum going this season following their solid 73-59 win against New Jersey Tech Highlanders at home in their season opener. The biggest storyline in this one is former head coach Shaheen Holloway, who helped lead the Peacocks on their NCAA tournament run, is now the head coach of Seton Hall. Seton Hall has the talent to make the NCAA tournament in Holloway's first season and should be toward the top tier in the Big East standings. With Villanova losing to Temple, it seems like the Big East is wide open for anyone to emerge and take the championship. The Pirates should give this Peacocks team much more trouble than they faced in their season opener, but I think this game could be closer than most people think. St. Peter's should be able to slow this game down effectively to keep it close, and I expect both teams to showcase their defensive ability. The Seton Hall Pirates are the more talented team and should be favored obviously, but the St. Peter's Peacocks aren't exactly pushovers, and they've been one of the best covering teams in the country dating back to last season. Also, a possible look-ahead spot for Seton Hall with Iowa on deck. Lot of points for an early start. St. Peter's will have something to prove going against their old head coach and will come out ready to make the first punch. So the St. Peter's Peacocks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Former head coach Shaheen Holloway was a mastermind on the defense end during his time at St. Peter's, and I expect him to bring those same principles over to Seton Hall this year. According to Ken Palm, St. Peter's ranked 7th in defensive effective field goal percentage and top 15 in both 3-point percentage and 2-point percentage. Seton Hall has much better athletes than he had at St. Peter's, so I predict them to have one of the best defensive units in the country this season. In St. Peter's first game on Monday night, the New Jersey Tech Highlanders scored just 59 points and shot just 18.2% from beyond the arc. Seton Hall is clearly a better opponent than the New Jersey Tech Highlanders, but I think their defensive success continues throughout the season. St. Peter's will slow the pace down in this one to stay in the game against a better opponent, and an early morning game usually negatively affects the way offenses get started. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. UMass-Lowell vs. Rutgers. The UMass-Lowell Riverhawks and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights meet Saturday in college basketball action from the RC. UMass-Lowell is 2-0 so far after wins versus Fisher and Columbia this week. As for Rutgers, they're also 2-0 this season. The Knights beat Columbia and Rutgers in their first pair. UMass-Lowell opened up the season with an inviting matchup against Fisher. The Riverhawks didn't have too much trouble in that one, scoring 59 points in the second half in a 108-43 win. Everett Hammond led the team on 23 points with 3 boards. In Game 2 versus Columbia, the Riverhawks kept it rolling with another big win. UMass-Lowell put up 53 points in the second half this time during an 89-62 victory. victory. Yuri Covington led the way with 20 points, and Karim Koulibaly added 13 points with 13 boards. Over on the Rutgers side, they put up a big win in their opener matchup versus Columbia. The Knights outpaced the Lions 44-14 in the second half and came away with the win 75-35. Cam Spencer led the team on 17 points and 5 assists. Game 2 was another favorable matchup for Rutgers versus Sacred Heart. The Knights scored 46 points in the first and 42 more in the second for an 88-50 victory. Onder Hyatt put up 19 points, and Spencer added 18 points with 7 rebounds and 6 assists. This will be the Riverhawks' first true test of the season after a couple of relatively minor opponents in their first 2 games. UMass-Lowell shot 57.4% against Columbia in their last game, posting 38 rebounds and 18 assists. They're going to need every bit of firepower against Rutgers. This one should feature a lot of scoring. If UMass-Lowell stays sharp and plays with confidence, I believe that they can get into a cover. So the UMass-Lowell Riverhawks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. UMass-Lowell comes into this matchup with a win-loss mark of 2-0 on the season. They average 98.5 points per contest while shooting 54.1% from the field. The Riverhawks are connecting on 42.9% on shots from beyond the arc and 62.1% from the charity stripe. As a unit, UMass-Lowell is collecting 50 rebounds per game and is sitting with 34 assists for the season, which has them ranked 37th in college hoops in terms of passing. They turn it over 15.5 times per game, and as a squad they commit 15.5 fouls every game. When they are on defense, the Riverhawks are able to force 19.5 turnovers per game while drawing 14.5 fouls. They currently rank 254th in college hoops in giving up assists with 20 relinquished this year. The Riverhawks defensively are allowing a field goal percentage of 30.3%, and they concede 27.5 boards per game as a group. They are conceding 22.4% from beyond the arc, and they rank 51st in college hoops in points per game allowed. Rutgers has a win-loss record of 2-0 so far this season. On the offensive side of the ball, the Scarlet Knights are hitting on 47% from the floor, which ranks 150th in college hoops. Rutgers has earned 163 points for the campaign, and they average 41 rebounds per game. Their rate of earning assists is at 19.5 times per contest, and they turn it over 10.5 times per contest. The Scarlet Knights are committing 14.5 personal fouls per game, and they hit 66.7% from the charity stripe. The Rutgers defense surrenders 15% on shots from distance, and their opponents are converting on 50% of their free throw shots. They allow 7.5 assists and 34.5 boards per game, which has them ranked 53rd and 178th in college basketball. The Scarlet Knights are ranked 11th in college hoops in points per game surrendered with 42.5. They are forcing 25 turnovers per game and allow teams to shoot 32% from the floor. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Evansville versus St. Louis. The St. Louis Billikens host the Evansville Aces Saturday night in college basketball action. The Billikens, who play in the Atlantic 10, are 1-0 on the young season, while the Aces, who play in the Missouri Valley Conference, are also 1-0. These two have no recent history of playing one another. Evansville is 5-12 against the spread in their last 17 games against a team with a winning record, and 3-9 against the spread in their last 12 games against a team with a winning percentage above .600, while the over is 5-1 in their last 6 games overall. St. Louis is 6-2-1 against the spread in their last 9 games overall, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 6 home games, while the under is 7-1 in their last 8 games following a win. The St. Louis Billikens are a very good team that could very well be bound for the NCAA tournament. That said, they are getting way too many points here. The spread of 26 points is likely based on the fact that Ken Palm has Evansville ranked as number 324 in its power rankings. That is giving Evansville and new coach David Ragland zero credit for an impressive win in their opener on the road against a favored Miami, Ohio team. That said, it is a great line for bettors, as you can take advantage of the fact that the Aces will keep this close enough to cover the wide spread. So the Evansville Aces to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The lines for this game are out of whack, but they are based on preseason expectations. Things change when they play the games. St. Louis got installed as a huge favorite after an impressive win over Murray State, but Murray State was ranked in the top 60 in Ken Palm. That ranking is unlikely to hold. What was impressive is the speed and the efficiency with which the Billikens played, racking up 91 points. With one of the best point guards in the country in Yuri Collins, you can bet they will push the pace in this one. This will lead to a game that goes way past the total. This is a no-brainer. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.